Well, I understand that in addition to ratings woes, now they are trying to mount a local push in the Las Vegas market to fill up the remaining seats at Double or Nothing. Did I hear about a cheeseburger offer?
And I'm looking into this because I'm trying to just see if there's any other sources for this to make sure it's real. Not that anyone's saying it isn't, but it just seems like someone else would have it, but no one else is doing anything. I guess AEW, we've talked about the issues with ticket sales. Apparently, according to this post, there's a bar in Las Vegas called Pub 365. They are giving away tickets to Double or Nothing with the purchase of a burger, 4 per table, and the actual card reads, it has the official AEW logo, AEW All Elite Wrestling, free tickets to AEW Double or Nothing with the purchase of a regularly priced hamburger and fries. Limit 4 tickets per table. The event date, May 28th, 2023. So, again, first of all, we don't know if it's real or not. I'm assuming it's real as of now. But secondly, A, do you have a problem with this in general, this kind of ticket offer, especially if tickets aren't selling? And B, is there anything AEW could do if a third party has tickets that is looking to unload them? Or how would this happen?
I mean, this bar and grill, they may know somebody there, or they may be friends with somebody. They got some tickets or whatever. There's a lot of different ways to try to fill up a building that you want to look good on television that's, is not going to be full with ticket purchasing patrons. This one is kind of a new wrinkle. I mean, radio stations and sponsors since the beginning of time of wrestling shows, hey, be the third caller, win 2 ringside seats for the big matches. Or, hey, come down to Joe's car lot and register for the drawing. We're going to give away ringside tickets to the big matches or whatever. That goes on all the time. And it's generally in conjunction with, like I said, if there's a radio remote going on at the car lot and they're going to have a clown down there with balloons and trying to get people to come down there to look at their cars, that's a way to do it. Might get free tickets. Or the radio station is giving out, the promotion has probably bought a schedule, and as well, they've provided X number of tickets that the radio station gives them the value of the tickets in advertising. In other words, if you've got 10 $20 ringside tickets, there's $200. Okay, we're going to give you $200 worth of spots. And there's horse trading that goes on. And then they give the radio station gives the tickets away. Or in the smaller days, territory days, you just send the referee out go to the goddamn boys club or the Boy Scouts or a underprivileged kids group and hand out a bunch of free tickets or whatever. Get them in there. But somebody on Twitter said they must be really trying to break the ice with Cornette and get me to come, eat a cheeseburger, get a free fucking wrestling ticket.
No, get 4 free tickets.
Well, nevertheless, wait a minute, I thought, was it 4 tickets for a cheeseburger? Or if your table of 4 got cheeseburgers, you got 4 tickets?
No, it is free tickets to AEW Double or Nothing with the purchase of a regularly priced hamburger and fries.
Holy shit.
I guess per order, limit of 4 tickets per table, it does say.
Okay, so 1 ticket per burger. I mean, we can't just go crazy and give them away.
Well, that's the other thing. I guess it's not per person. If you order yourself 2 or 3 burgers, you get 2 or 3 tickets. And then you can go to the show and sit next to nobody. Isn't that a dream?
They really are trying to appeal to me. And there is the problem again, and we won't go into excruciating granular detail, but their welcome has run out in certain segments of the wrestling population now in the United States due to familiarity breeding contempt or just blaseness. It's not new anymore. How much money do we have? We want to support our friends, the Cucamonga Kids, but we're going bankrupt. And there's not enough new people coming into this mix that wants to take up the mantle of crusading for the, AEW. So meanwhile, in the United Kingdom, it's a happening. It's the most prestigious arena or stadium in the United Kingdom. It's a first time thing. It's you got to be there. But that's the problem is we called this a few years ago. Unless they get a new audience, people to follow them and want to watch them in significant numbers, that they can keep these ratings up and keep these shows still selling tickets, they can't depend on this one hardcore group that is so easily pleased or so hate-filled toward the WWE. They want to see anybody succeed, even if it sucks, or just the play wrestling trampoline crowd, because they're not real wrestling fans. They can be swayed or distracted or, drug off with shining a light against the wall. Anybody just watches this car crash bullshit just to see guys take bumps, they're not lifers. They're going to come and go. They haven't done anything to make people interested in their personalities instead of their bumps, and in their goddamn issues instead of their stipulations. And now it's over and over the same thing. How much of it can you watch? It's not any different anymore. So I think that's what's coming back to bite them in the ass in this country. They've devalued talent that they had, that were over with people, as we've talked about, whether it be the EVP side or Punk side. It's overexposure of this constant chaotic angle after angle after angle to where nothing registers, means anything. A lot of this talent wasn't ready to begin with to be on television. But now even the people who were wishfully hoping that that was not the case have, unfortunately, many of them have been forced to look at reality. And they got to get their shit together and have a real company, Pinocchio, instead of Tony's play project. And he's got to admit that he's not up to a lot of this, whether it be booking, which has never been good, or whether it be the way that he handles his talent, which he's never had him under control. But when it was all friends and everybody was just happy to be there, it wasn't a problem, because they weren't going to argue with each other, because that was all their dream, for a billionaire to pay them way much more money than they deserved to have fun with each other. But when real professionals and legitimate stars started coming into the picture, people that wanted to draw money as well as be paid money, people that know what the business is about, the EVPs were starting to get shown up. They couldn't handle it. The friends are still in fucking indie mode. They can't handle it. And Tony can't be a boss and a businessman and handle his talent roster, because they're all supposed to be his friends, and he's worried they won't be if he's mean to them. So everybody does their own thing at his expense and his company's expense. And it makes them all look like fucking idiots. And then, and this is the natural thing that's going to happen next. When you can't get people interested in your personalities and your issues, it's just the product, because they got a grudge against the big company, and because they want to see mass mutilation on a major scale every week, because it's an indie crowd. There's only so many of those. It's the same problem Ring of Honor had. Same problem everybody else has ever had. There's only so many people that want to watch indie fucking wrestling. Until you find people that can do better than indie wrestling, you're only going to get those people. And it may now be obvious that this guy has been given things that no other promotion in history, good, bad, or indifferent, have ever been able to get. He was handed $1 billion by his father, because his father has tens of billions. He was handed network television by a company that didn't even know that they're the ones that fucking killed the wrestling business 25 years ago when they canceled their last fucking promotion. Everybody wants to fucking line up and work for Tony because he pays more than anybody ever has paid in the history of wrestling. And they've got all these advantages, and they've done all this shit, and they still have had 4 years, and it's worse. They can't get it together. It's worse. How can you fucking fuck up with every advantage? Because of the people he chose to go into business with at the start of this whole thing. That is why we're here today with what we got.
And to be honest, it's not just the wrestlers. It's not just the people.
That he chose to go into business with. So there you have it. And that was AEW's Dynamite.
And boy, was it.